What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rocking with the Roundtrees. Today, I want to, share a testimony, so to speak. I was on Facebook today, and just seeing a few things, and my wife also, we're talking about a few things, and I want to share this because it's a lot of other people than me have went through this or had to deal with like any type of depression or any kind of painful, hurtful feeling. It just mainly I just want to touch base on certain things, just to let you know, we're all in it together. Just a lot of things like from my personal life, of course, has not always been good. Just like some people who know me, they may say I'm just a nice guy, or whatever. I was quiet, or the nerd type, or whatever the case may be. But of course, as a kid and as an adult now, I dealt with a lot of things. A lot of things. I think everybody has dealt with things in their life. But like I was saying, what me and my wife was speaking on was, kind of, parents and, how kids see themselves, and from personal experiences. By the way, I have my parents in my life, but not just like I want them to. I love my parents to death, but just from my point of view, I really felt like my parents wasn't there like I wanted them to. Of course, paid bills, clothes, food, house, all that stuff, that they were there. But when it really counts for people, on the emotional standpoint, I don't think they were really there like they should have been. Not saying they didn't care or love me. I just think they wasn't there for me in that sense. So with that, I want to let people know, it's a tough pill to swallow, because there, I know, even just from my experience, I know a lot of kids, they don't really care too much about the money or the material stuff, or the phones, the cars, all that stuff there. 9 times out of 10, they want the emotional part. They want the parent to be there for them. They want the parent to be able to talk to them. Not always talk down to, but actually can talk with. I had points in my life where when I felt like I needed my parents on that level, they wasn't there. And sometimes it caused a lot of problems. It caused a lot of problems with me going into adulthood with, based like relationships, to I eventually, when I became a father, it caused a lot of drama. Not drama, it caused a lot of trauma on my life, that it spewed over into other people because I was dealing with something and didn't know how to deal with it, or I didn't have that really moral support from them to be able to handle everything. Just like now with me being a father, I have truly learned that you have to be there for your kids more than just material stuff. You have to be there for them, when they're sad, when they're hurt, when they're emotionally going through something. My oldest child, she pretty much almost wear her emotion on her sleeve, and I have to be there for that. Like, I have to get her to understand, I can understand you feel that way, but it's not necessary that all the time. My baby would sit here and cry at a fictional movie. So it's just the emotional thing that you really have to be there. And I feel like, and I have learned I feel like I actually will do my fatherly duties when my child get older and they can come talk to me. They can call me, they can come by, they can, email, whatever, and, be able to actually sit down and, talk with me. I really feel like then I will really truly become a father. I really feel like I did my job, not only just supplied them with clothes and food, help them get an education, but actually I feel like I really have done something when they can do that. When they get out on their own, they can always come back to dad and be like, hey, I just want to, talk to you for a minute, or just sit with you, whatever the case may be. And with that being said, I want you to understand, your parents or your parents' drama or trauma that they went through, it don't always have to necessarily be that same cycle. You don't have to go around that same mountain. You don't have to deal with them same generational curses. For me, mainly, like I said, I had my parents there, but I feel like I didn't have them there when I need them to. But in my circumstances, it really hit me when I truly, wanted to be who I was supposed to be. When I truly started following God, and that helped me out. That helped me out only, of course, with my wife, also in my journey. They helped me realize my past traumas with my family or my parents. That's not me, or I don't have to be in that same cycle that they was in. It can be hurtful, and sometimes the thing that makes it hurtful is the fact that your parents don't realize that they're doing that to their kids. Sometimes they won't see that their hurt or their pain or their aggravation or whatever it could be. They don't realize that it is rolling into their kids. And sometimes, just like for me speaking personally, for me being a father, it was that point where I wondered if I would be a great dad, or I would turn out, doing some of the similar stuff my dad did, or the similar stuff his dad did. I always wondered. I kind of went into a depression about it. I was just bothered. I was hurt. I feel like I was gonna let my kids down. I feel like I was gonna let my wife down. I just really felt like I wasn't gonna be the good father that I could be. And just a little key for every father, that you're not gonna know how to be a father. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many people you talk to. When your child come into this world, that's when you start to become that parent. Because every child is different, and just speaking from experience, my two have really taught me a lot. It ain't the fact that I knew it before they got here, because I didn't know absolutely nothing. You can ask Tiffany. Before my children even came into the picture, I broke down and thought a child peed all over himself, and it was a whole bunch of nonsense. She laughed at me. It was funny, but I didn't ever truly know how to be a father until they actually came here, and not just only are they learning from me, I'm learning from them. I feel like you should never run from it. Like I said, I went through a depressing part of it. I was confused. I was, all kind of thoughts were running through my mind. It was just, you just can't run from it, because like you said, you don't know how God gonna order your footsteps through the whole situation. And with me, like I said, I had that moment where I was, like I said, I was depressed, I was down, but like I said, God helped me through it. He put the right people in place for me to walk in it and grow. Man, it was so amazing. Like I said, now I'm still feel like I'm becoming a father, because I'm still learning so much from them. And like I said, I really want to achieve I really won't feel like I achieved anything until that point of when they get of age, they can take care of themselves. And, you know, you can come talk to me. I feel like no matter how much money I give them, that will not trump that. Like, if my kids can come talk to me if they have a problem, or they don't, or they just frustrated, stressed, happy, sad, filled with joy, whatever it is, I feel like they can come to me. I feel like I done done my job as a parent. And I just want people to understand, you know, it's gonna get difficult. It's gonna get very, very difficult in life, especially with being a father, or you're dealing with kids, whatever your situation could be. But as I've learned, like with my parents, at one point, I felt like the reason why they felt the way they did and how they treated me, it was all my fault. I felt like everything was completely my fault. But now, by the grace of God, and like I said, the people He put in my life, I understand now that I don't have to carry what they carry. I don't have to hold on to what they're holding on to. That's a fight for them to learn and to figure out, and to, you know, have forgiveness and grow from. Like I said, I'm not my parents' mistakes, or their marriage not working, or the situation they just decided to put themselves in. I'm not that. Because at the end of the day, like we all know now, that same old saying, you know, you didn't choose to be here. So you can't really, I can understand why people would put themselves or put that blame on them. But at the same time, you're going to have to eventually grow to understand, you know, you don't have to be like that, or what they're trying to put on you is not your fault. And that's just something I had to learn. And you know, I don't, in my opinion, you know, you can't give up. You can't turn away from who you are, or you try to be. I'm 32 years old. I'm blessed to see it. I never thought I'd be married. Been married for going on 10 years. I never thought I'd have kids, and if I did, I just knew I was gonna have a baby mama. I said the mother of my kids. I don't like the baby mama, baby dad stuff, but that's what I thought. I thought I would sometime never amount to, you know, anything great. To now, you know, I'm walking and I'm beginning to walk. I feel like I'm not all the way there yet. I'm beginning to walk in, you know, what God has called me to be. And it only, like, it's to the point, like, it don't even matter what my past is. You know, people gonna bring up your past anyway. They gonna bring up who you used to be, or what you act like, or what you did. But it's just up to you to walk in it and listen to what you're actually called to be. You know, you just don't answer to anything. And just on that note, with, like you said, with you going through stuff, like I said, I went through depressions. I felt like I wanted to just end my life. I wanted to give up on anything and everything. Like, I have been through it. Like I said, a lot of people who know me, they may be surprised, because they might see a smile, or I'm always joking, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, like I said, when I'm not in front of anyone, you know, my life was totally different. I had depressing moments. I like I said, I even wanted to commit suicide. I really wanted to give up on myself. But the God I serve, and, you know, Jesus has really done so much for me. And I hope, you know, anyone that's watching this, listening to it, or whatever, I hope you can see that, you know, no matter what depression you're going through, no matter if you're dealing with anything with your parents, or you're dealing with anything within yourself, and you can overcome it. You can become a better person than who you think you are. And Like I said, I went from having my depressing states to, like I said, wanting to commit suicide, wanting to give up on being a father. I felt like my parents' situation was my fault. I felt like I couldn't do anything right until, I let Jesus step in and do what he does best. Now I'm sitting there, like I said, I'm blessed to see 32. I'm married with 2 beautiful kids, and I'm a minister, which I never thought in my whole lifetime living I would ever be anything like that. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. I'm just starting to take every day as a great blessing, and I hope you can do the same. I really do. I really hope, whatever you're going through, if you can't, man, just reach out. If you know me, if you're going through something, and you can reach out to me or whoever you feel comfortable with. I just want to be a blessing to someone, to let you know, like, no matter what you're going through with your parents or like I said, yourself or your friends, your job, whatever it is, man, you can overcome it. You really can. And I just want you to understand, you're not your parents' issues. You're not your parents' breakups. You're not your friends' downfall. You're not any of that. Even though you may feel that way, and like I said, I can truly understand. But I just want you to know, man, it's more to it than that. You're more than that. So, and I really hope I have been nothing but a blessing to someone. Like I said, I would love to hear from y'all. I would love to hear from anyone. If I can be any kind of help, I would love to. And I just hope God keep blessing everyone. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night, a great day, whatever time it is. So I love y'all. See y'all on the next time. Peace.